Dear students, in the last class we have studied about the thermodynamics of real solutions, and we have also studied the vapor pressure curves of real solutions or non-ideal solutions with positive and negative deviations, and we have also seen the examples for them. Today, the next topic we are going to study is excess functions. What is excess functions? The deviation of ideal behavior of any thermodynamic functions can be represented by excess functions, because it is very essential to find out the extent of deviation from ideal behavior in more quantitative idea about it gives the idea about the molecular interactions. Okay? Because of the molecular interaction, there is a deviation from ideal behavior that is usually represented by a term called excess functions. What is actually the excess functions? Excess function is nothing but the difference between the thermodynamic function, okay, the difference between the thermodynamic function for a real system on mixing, okay, on mixing. See, this is the thermodynamic function of mixing of real, okay, it is a difference between the thermodynamic function of mixing of real system and the corresponding value for an ideal system. At the same temperature and pressure, okay, it is denoted by superscript E. This E represents the excess functions, the excess that may be positive or negative, because the deviation may be positive or negative. It is represented by superscript E. This is the general thermodynamic function. So therefore, excess function is the difference between, okay, it is the difference between the thermodynamic function on mixing of a real system and the corresponding thermodynamic function on mixing of the ideal system. The difference between these two gives the excess functions, which actually represents the extent of deviation from ideal behavior, and this x can be taken as any thermodynamic function. We are going to study one by one. First, we are going to study excess chemical potential. Chemical potential, we know, it is the partial molar free energy represented by mu. Excess, therefore it is represented by a superscript E, that is mu E. That is the chemical potential of any ith constituent is mu I. The excess chemical potential can be calculated as chemical potential of real system minus chemical potential of ideal system. Okay. Then we have to substitute the values. the chemical potential of the real system can be written as mu I naught plus RT ln AI, okay, minus ideal system mu I naught plus RT ln Xi. Because in the case of ideal system, activity is equal to mole fraction. Therefore, I have written Xi instead of Ai in the case of ideal system. Then we know that I can write this equation as mu I naught. What is A? A is nothing but mole fraction into activity coefficient. So therefore I can write it as RT ln Xi plus RT ln gamma I, okay, minus mu I naught plus RT ln Xi. Okay. Since we know that since activity is equal to A into X gamma, I have written like this. Now what I am doing is this mu I naught plus and mu I naught minus gets cancelled, and this RT ln Xi and minus RT ln Xi get cancelled. The remaining will be RT ln gamma I, which is nothing but the excess chemical potential. Okay, but remember this mu I naught is same for real and ideal system. Okay, this standard chemical potential is the same for both ideal and real system. So therefore, this excess chemical potential is nothing but RT into ln gamma I. That shows that the excess chemical potential is mainly depends on the activity coefficient. So already we have studied the activity coefficient gives a measure of deviation from ideal behavior. Okay, this is about the excess chemical potential. Now, the next we are going to study the next thermodynamic function we are going to study is excess gives free energy. Okay, excess gives free energy. Free energy represented by G and excess by superscript E. Okay. What is excess free energy? Excess free energy can be written as GE is equal to free energy of mixing for real system minus change in free energy on mixing of ideal system. Okay. This we know already. The change in free energy of mixing of a real system can be written as RT sigma Ni ln A, and this is minus RT sigma Ni ln Xi, because in the case of ideal system, activity is equal to mole fraction. Now I am taking this RT common. Okay, when I am taking this RT common, as usual I know, I already told you A is equal to X into gamma. So therefore I can write it as sigma Ni ln Xi plus sigma Ni ln gamma I, because A is equal to x into gamma, and minus sigma Ni ln xi. Okay, and these two gets cancelled. Plus sigma Ni ln xi minus sigma Ni ln xi. So therefore I can write it as, it will be equal to RT sigma Ni ln gamma I. This is excess free energy. Okay, this is excess free energy, can be written as RT into sigma Ni ln gamma I. Here also the excess free energy mainly depends on the activity coefficient of the ith constituent. If it contains two constituents, I can write this equation as N1 ln gamma 1 plus N2 ln gamma 2. Depending upon the number of constituents, we can write down like this. But actually it shows that the excess free energy also depends on the activity coefficient, which shows the deviation from ideal behavior. Say for a binary mixture, okay, I can go on writing down like this. For ternary mixture, I can write up to N3 ln gamma 3 like this. Next, thermodynamic function, excess function is excess entropy represented by S, excess entropy S superscript E. See, we know that the variation of chemical potential or free energy with respect to temperature is nothing but entropy. That is, SE is equal to dou G divided by dou T at constant pressure, free energy excess, and this is minus. This we already studied in the case of variation of chemical potential with respect to temperature. Okay, now we know the value of free energy of mixing. Just now we have studied excess free energy. We know when we substitute, when we differentiate the excess free energy with respect to temperature at constant pressure, we get excess entropy. On differentiation, I am writing it as minus RT into N1 dou ln gamma 1 divided by dou T at constant pressure plus N2 dou ln gamma 2 divided by dou T at constant pressure. This is gamma 2. Okay. When we differentiate this, we will get this, and finally, on simplification, I can write minus R N1 ln gamma 1 plus N2 ln gamma 2. Okay. This is excess entropy. This is excess entropy. It also depends on the activity coefficient. Okay. Say for a binary mixture, I have written for any number of constituents, we can write down like this. This is excess entropy. Next thermodynamic function we are going to study is, we are going to derive is excess enthalpy. Enthalpy we know H, excess He. What is excess enthalpy? We know that thermodynamic function, a thermodynamic equation, G is equal to H minus Ts. Okay. Then what is the value of H? H is equal to G plus Ts. This is, we want to find out the excess enthalpy. We know the value of excess free energy. We know the value of excess entropy. On substituting these two values in this equation, we can easily find out the excess enthalpy. Okay? On substituting this, I can write it as, on simplification, minus RT square into N1 dou ln gamma 1 divided by dou T plus N2 dou ln gamma 2 dou T. Okay, this is excess enthalpy. Here also the enthalpy, excess enthalpy depends on the variation of activity coefficient with respect to temperature. Okay, corresponds to number of constituents present in the system. For a binary mixture, I have written like this. This actually shows the excess enthalpy. Okay. The last one we are going to study is excess volume. Volume V, excess superscript E. As usual, we have studied the variation of chemical potential or free energy with respect to pressure at constant temperature is the volume. This we already studied variation of chemical potential with respect to pressure. When I want to find out excess volume, I have to differentiate excess free energy with respect to pressure at constant temperature. When I differentiate this, on simplification, okay, I can write it as, it will be equal to RT N1 dou ln gamma 1 with respect to dou P plus N2 dou ln gamma 2 divided by dou P. Okay. So this value gives the variation of what is called as the excess volume. It depends on the variation of activity coefficient with respect to pressure. The variation of activity coefficient with respect to temperature gives the values of excess enthalpy. The variation of activity coefficient with respect to pressure gives the values of excess volume. These are all about the excess functions, because it is very important to find out the excess function, thermodynamic functions, because actually they give the exact value of deviation of ideal behavior of any real system from ideal system. Okay, the next topic we will study in the next class.